Here's another really fun project that we're just getting started on roughly 3-4 weeks ago. This is just over 5,000 square feet going to Napa Valley. It's a huge house, just gorgeous, all one level. Our framing crew jumped on this. It's a great client, great architect, just the entire team is just wonderful people to work with. In fact, a plug-in for Toby of Clever Homes Design. Great guy, great partner on all of his projects. Love working with those guys. This is early stages of it. What the guys have framed right now, this is 3 mods if we want to come up the stairs here. So you'll have to ignore this right here. This is a temporary shipping wall. We need it for some structural integrity during the production process of actually building a home. But what we're standing in right now is the living area. There's going to be just a gorgeous, fully enclosed glass wine, little kind of mini wine cellar right here. So we're really looking forward to that. That's going to be a really fun feature. Just like that was a temporary shipping wall for support, the same can be said with this partition right here. This eventually will be gone. On the other side of this is where the kitchen is. So this will be a full kitchen with, island and everything else you can imagine. And then as you walk through out that space, eventually that's an entire master suite bedroom wing over there. And the same will be said for the other end. Off of that end of the great room living area will be another wing for kids' bedrooms, guest bedrooms, and that type of stuff. Here's one of the really fun things about what we do. And this is one of the things I really enjoy about my job is we have this enormous great room living area with a kitchen mod. And if you look out here, you can see some additional structure. Because this particular great room living kitchen area has 14-foot tall ceilings, plus I think there's some coffered ceiling work going on, whatnot, it can't ship down the road all in one piece. So what you're seeing out here is what we consider a roof mod. That'll be a large secondary mod that when it's lifted up by the crane, it'll actually sit on top of the great room here, which is one way we can get really tall projects going down the road, getting delivered to the site by doing what we call a roof mod, or a whole nother box that just sits on top of this box. How do you have this large open area with no interior walls supporting it? Like we mentioned, we've got temporary shipping walls, and then we've got this large roof mod that's going to be going on top of it. Well, the way you do it is you insert this very large steel I-beam that goes from one end all the way to the other end. And we'll get some footage of that after the beam is in place, but for right now, you can see the shell getting framed, and then you can see this steel I-beam right here. There's actually 2 roof mods that are going to be going on top of that large great room area over there. Each of the roof mods down the mod line at the highest level of the actual roof is going to be inserted one of these large steel I-beams. When you have steel incorporated into a structure, you have to have a way to attach drywall. It needs to fasten to the rest of the framing. It's got to be structurally sound. So one of the challenges that we have is Curtis, our production manager, coordinating through the architects, the engineers, and the steel fabrication shop, have to design every piece of steel to have what we call these large Nelson studs on them that get welded. It's just like a bolt that gets welded to the face of the steel. What that allows our team to do is we custom cut wood, whether it's 2-by-dimensional material, whether it's structural sheeting, whatever it might be. We basically are filling in the webs of the I-beams. We're adding wood to the top so that we can actually sheathe the top of the roof and do the finished roofing and whatnot. We'll eventually be adding some wood to the bottom of it so we can add drywall to the bottom. So when people say, we'll just throw a steel I-beam in there and that'll take care of the load. True, yeah, we can do that, but you can see it just creates, every piece of steel that we add to a project adds an incredible amount of labor to just get it to where you can incorporate it into the build and then finish out the house from the inside and outside. But again, that's one of the things that we want to be known for as a company. We can pretty much handle anything that you throw at us that's modular.